Are puberty blockers ethical? I guess if the gay mafia is just never going to learn how to behave themselves, can they not control their urge to rob, rape, and blame 6, 7, 8 year olds? And who has started puberty by age 6 anyway? The news acts like it's just a foregone conclusion, just a fact of life. Gay mafia toppling foreign banking systems. God forbid the same case ever crossed the same bench twice. CNN's acting like there's only 9 justices, 8 justices. Fox News is still trying to grill Brett Kavanaugh. Did you drink a beer? Did you drink a beer, you Irish Mick bastard? Allahu Akbar. That's all it's missing. The Allahu Akbar. You're not even halal, news team. You're supposed to be praying 5 times a day while you persecute the infidel. You're either a slave of the prophet or the infidel, your honors. Please act appropriately. I don't know why you think you got to put up with this. I don't. Freedom of the press for humans. Turkish zombie apocalypse, get back in their boat, sail back to the flat earth-like planet they came from. Are puberty blockers ethical? In every religious ritual, ceremony, there is an element known as the sacrament. In the immortal words of former President Bill Clinton, I didn't inhale. Whether it's true or not, the point he was trying to make, the sin was not committed. But the flat earth zombie apocalypse doesn't care. You sinned in your heart. Sinned in your heart, maybe. Persecuting us for their wet dreams. 5-year-old gets to touching himself, wondering, why God put this here. And he's ready. More disgusting than a reasonable person should have to imagine. And these idiot doctors are sneaking him in the operating rooms and telling the press it was, an adult. Benefit of the doubt, presuming best intentions. Remember when the swine flu, the avian swine? Does that mean the Air Force? I don't know. It can't be the whole Air Force. I never had no gay child molested Marines following me around looking at me. If you were just a natural aberration, just a blemish on God's creation, seeking the highest echelon of power by which to channel your disdain, your resentment for all that's holy, what would be your most likely first target? No regard for the future, animosity toward these people and their children, as little skin in the game as possible, as much power as fast as possible, corruption limited only by people's, ability to imagine the crimes being committed against them. You're not going to crawl through the mud with the grunts and, take orders for 20, 30 years so you can suck your way to the top of the political spectrum. Get groomed in by some judge's patsy politician. This is why lesbians, if lesbians are gay, why is there an L? Shouldn't it just be GBTQ? Why is lesbians in there twice? Have we ever been invaded by lesbians robbing and raping and blaming little Irish kids in the cradle and declaring themselves the king of Scotland? This is why I say Idi Amin never built a road in his life. He's got more medals than the Pentagon. He's got more flair than Applebee's. Who's the king of the Scots and all Europeans now? Mugabe? When the gay mafia attacked London, Britain, in the 17th century, they signed their little classified coded messages to each other, anonymous. Whatever, just blame France. Let them figure it out. Guy Fawkes. In John Lennon's biography, his grandfather stewarded a tramp steamer where he had to keep an eye out for the gay mafia that catered the ship. Gay mafia. Not the nice ones. Not the human shield, the rainbow coalition making clowns out of all of us, justifying foreign third world intervention. These aren't the happy gays. These are the rapey gays. The let them come out that we may know them gays from Sodom and Gomorrah. The gays that Moses was talking about when he said to lie with a man as thou dost with a woman is an abomination. And unhand that sheep, Philistines. Think our kids could have their rainbows back, Canada? Yeah, little kids like rainbows. You hadn't noticed? Little babies. I want to be like them when I grow up. Human sacrifice for UN population credit. Are puberty blockers ethical? What's the motive for these doctors to allow these suicide bombers to come over here and rape sedated little boys? What avenue of diplomacy, like what does it say on the invoice? How much do they get for that? I know if they just killed you, it's like $10,000 or $20,000. Like, problem solved. The ferryman gets paid. But is this some kind of like isolationist policy? The doctors are just here to take this puppy down. Capitalism is the root of all evil. May as well be a part of it. Like, nobody wants this kid. Just sell him to the third world. We got some suicide bombers to rape a little boy so they have an excuse to attack us. Marital rape. People think it's when a husband rapes a wife. It's when raping someone makes them your wife. There's no I do. I don't was never a question. That's why we say speak now or forever hold your peace. Islam means peace. Philistines were ridiculous. We're trying to run a community here. These idiots are raping their way to king of the oasis. No, you're not the king. You're an abomination. For political purposes, that does not exist within the realm of God's creation. We're not even in the arena. Some people don't believe in the Olympics. Call themselves ambassadors of peace and then attack the games that we conduct in lieu of war. Islam is not a religion, and the United Nations is the Reich. The International Fraternal Order of Police, the Reich. The Governors Association of America is a Reich, using state authority to unionize. We already have a union here since the Civil War for political purposes. International Fraternal Order of Police. Never heard of jurisdiction? You're a threat to yourself and others. Are puberty blockers ethical? Probably preferable to getting robbed, raped, and blamed by the Martians. Simmer down, lesbians. What you think we're going to do to you wasn't already illegal anyway. Everybody in America, your constitutional right to privacy is protected. If it's violated, if it's illegal, it's not the law. I don't care if they have a badge. Washington needs to stop acting like they can just protect certain classes of people by turning a blind eye while the Arabs stare at them. There's no arrangement, Riyadh. We're not affiliated. You deal with Washington. They're your friends. I'm not. See the old man with the Jew hat? So Allah doesn't try to eat his pretty white scalp. As a priest, I believe you could deal with him. There's no reason for you to risk your health and well-being by approaching the congregation directly. Imagine if you protected these suicide bombers, Washington. World peace.